Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Drawsome. Today's prompt was fabric, and as you can see I used pencils, but they're watercolor pencils, and I also used a carbon pencil. So the leads in carbon pencils are a little bit harder than normal graphite. The paper was quite grainy, as you'll see later on. It was watercolor paper, but it's quite grainy, so the pencil kind of gave a bit of a texture, which I wasn't sure if I liked it to start with, but I actually did. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about fabric, and not in the fabric sense like material fabric, but I thought that perhaps it might be a little bit more creative, I guess, to talk about the fabric of society and what we're going through at the moment with the Black Lives Matter and the COVID-19 and all that. And it seems to be going on and on and on at the moment. It's in the news, it's in our faces all the time. And I feel that it's something that I'm quite passionate about, being connected to self and keeping things real. And I do believe that if we don't start looking at ourselves and looking at who we are and getting back to the basics, we are going to be in for a not so nice time in the, not only in the distant future, but tomorrow and the next day. So by that I mean maybe looking at how you do things and how you conduct yourself. Racism is not, we talk about the word black, and people saying, oh, you can't say this and you can't say that, and it's not really about, racism is not really about the names that we use for people, using the word black or using the word white fella or black fella. They're not hateful terms, they're not hateful words. It's when there's hate behind those words that it becomes racism. And hating a whole race of people, and I mean really hating. I mean, we get aggravated, we get, because our culture is different to this culture, and it's the separation. The Black Lives Matter, the whole hashtag Black Lives Matter has not brought us closer together. If anything, it's divided us even more. And why I say that is because we are significantly justifying, a whole colour of skin and saying that they should matter. Of course they should matter. Everyone should matter. But to actually have to point that out every day on a daily basis, and then people will knee-jerk and say, well, all lives matter. It's just this big justification. We all feel now that we have to justify our skin colour. Before this it was justifying our gender or justifying our sexuality. We're all of those things and none of those things. Our gender and our cultural background make up who we are. But we decide ultimately whether we're going to follow that pattern or whether we're going to be our own unique person. We're born into our race. We can't change the colour of our skin that we're born into, but we can change our mindset, and we can change the way we think and the way we feel. Those things are changeable. So I ask you now, I guess, to take some time after watching this video and sorry, a car went past. I urge you to just take a little bit of a look inside and have a look at what hate is stored, if any. Are you accepting of other people? Are you a live and let live kind of person? I know I am. I feel that if we don't bring harm to or injury to ourselves and to others, and by others I also mean the animal world, I feel that if we all looked at that and broke it down into more simple terms, we would live a better life and we could be more unified instead of segregating mental health issues and segregating because of class or colour or culture. Instead, just try and become one society and one nation, and build it on love. And that may sound cheesy, but if we put down our hate guns for 5 minutes and our justification guns for 5 minutes, perhaps, just perhaps, the world has a chance. So I want to close by saying I want to thank everybody that's watched the video and got this far and listened to my little rant. But it is something that I've been thinking about, and I thought we might as well put it out there now, because it is the fabric of society that is being torn to shreds right now. I mean, it doesn't get any worse than this, does it? Except for, I guess, war. And if things keep going the way they're going, I see that may be actually something that happens in America, where there is civil war. But we are all responsible for our actions, and we are responsible for our thoughts. So with that, I wish you all a very safe and peaceful week, and I will see you next time.